An ABC News brief brought to you by Arid Extra Dry Aloe Essence Scent Salad. Now from Washington, Tom Gerald.
Good evening. The party of Greek Prime Minister Andreas Papandreou has claimed victory in today's national elections. Partial returns show Papandreou's Socialist Party beating out Conservatives 46 to 40%. The European Football Union has joined other organizations in banning the British from competition in all European games. This in the wake of last week's bloody riot at that Italian-British soccer match. The death count has risen above 90 from a series of tornadoes that Friday ripped through parts of New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Ontario, Canada. Meanwhile, residents of dozens of towns destroyed by the twisters continue to pick up the pieces. Chris Bury reports.
In the bombed-out-looking towns devastated by Friday's tornadoes, people are trying to clean up the mess and put things back together.
I'm wiped out, but I'm gonna stick with her. I'm not gonna give up.
In Niles, Ohio, tornado victims crowded into church to pray. But in Newton Falls, where this church was demolished, the congregation was already making plans to rebuild. In Ohio and Pennsylvania, Mennonite and Amish communities are cleaning up the old-fashioned way, while the Red Cross is collecting food and clothing for the hundreds of homeless. National Guard troops protect against looting, and the governors of Ohio and Pennsylvania are asking for federal disaster aid. Chris Bury, ABC News, Albion, Pennsylvania.
A majority of Americans favor President Reagan's new tax reform proposal, according to an ABC News poll taken late last week. Of those surveyed, 65% say the president's plan is okay with them. Now this. The tobacco giant R.J. Reynolds Company has announced it is buying Nabisco brands, forming the nation's largest consumer products company. More on the Weekend Report.